and I decided to go live to talk to y'all because I may or may not go live tomorrow. It just depends on. Hello, YouTube. I was just laying in bed thinking about how my day went, and I decided to go live to talk to y'all because I may or may not go live tomorrow. It just depends on how I feel. Ooh, I had a long day today. I really wasn't anticipating having such a stressful day, but that's the way it went. And here we are. Yeah, Popeyes really pissed me off today. I had to wait in line a whole hour in the drive-thru. A whole hour. Unbelievable. Hello, Tisha. Hello, Chocolate Kitty 7. Tisha, he didn't get his car, but he did get somebody else to take him over there. So I didn't have to go. And I was glad about that because I sure didn't want to go. But I did go to Popeyes. And it's my own fault because I had no business going to Popeyes. But the fat girl in me decided to go to Popeyes after that situation with Whole Foods when I went to Whole Foods and wasted a whole $8 on the smoothie. And the smoothie was trash. And by the time I got a straw to drink it, it was liquefied. I might as well just had a cup of water. That's it. That's all. And I was very dissatisfied. So I was so hungry, and I'm still so hungry. Ooh, I'm so hungry. I'm trying to suppress it. I'm trying to suppress it, child. Ooh, this struggle to lose weight is just ugh, a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I ended up going to Popeyes on my way back to my apartment, and I never should have stopped by there. I never should have did it, but I did. Hello, Quasia. Hello, Quasia. How are you? And I can't believe it, but I can believe it because it was on the nigga side of town. You know, everything goes wrong on the nigga side of town. You know, my late aunt, God rest her soul, she knew what she was talking about when she used to say, a nigga, when a nigga get through being a nigga, it ain't nothing but a nigga. She was so right about that. And I can't stand any motherfucking niggas in this town. They're terrible. They real terrible. But they don't like for you to say that they terrible. When I say that they terrible and I say and talk about the things, the awful things that they do, oh, you putting down your own people. They love to say that. You judge and you hating on your own people. They don't want you to talk about how awful they are. They just want to be awful in peace. They don't want nobody to say nothing about how awful and terrible and disgusting they are. But I'm gonna talk about they rich ass every chance I get. There's some low down evil folks in this town. Niggas, the niggas, the niggas. And I was on the niggas side of town. And man, I had no business stopping by there. And they always have a long fucking line. Not because everybody want Popeyes. It's because it's some lazy motherfuckers that's getting hired in there. And they too lazy and low down to do their fucking job. And what else? What else? What's another reason why that line is so fucking long? It's some evil bitches working inside that store. And they love to put everything on coronavirus. That was lousy before coronavirus, and coronavirus just gave them another excuse to be even more lousy. Yeah, but anyway, hello, Toko. You asking have I tried to juice smoothie phase? That's what I'm trying now. That's what I'm trying now, and I'm hungry as fuck. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. The smoothie is not enough. Okay, let me say this, and then I come back to what happened at Popeyes, stinking ass. Okay, I ended up after I wasted a whole hour and 15 minutes at Popeyes. I can't believe it. A whole hour and 15 minutes of my life was wasted in the fucking drive-through, and I never get the hour and 15 minutes back. A whole hour and 15 minutes wasted in the fucking drive thru. So on my way back to my apartment, I said, well, let me try Smoothie King. Even though Smoothie King is semi ghetto, especially that particular location that I was going to, I ended up going to. And the boy, it was a black boy and a black girl working in there, young black boy and young black girl. And the young black boy, he had on a glove. I think he just had on one. Might have had on two, but I think it was one. And I didn't see the girl having on gloves. Her hands was naked. And I asked her, she about 20 years old with that ragged wig on. And I asked her, I said, are you the one fixing the smoothie? She said, yeah. I said, you gonna be picking up the fruit with your hands? She said, uh-huh. I said, wait a minute, you're not gonna wear gloves? She said, we're not required to wear gloves. We're required to wear masks, but not gloves. And I was very uneasy about that. I said, oh my God, I really didn't want to fool with her. But I went ahead because it had been a long day. And I had a big challenge with the smoothie situation. Man, I never thought it'd be this hard to get a fucking smoothie. But in this town, it's hard to get a lot of things done. But anyway, I went ahead with it. It was like $5 and something for the 20 ounce, which was about the same size as the one I got at Whole Foods. And Whole Foods was like $2 or $3 more. You know, everything is higher at Whole Foods for some reason. I think you're just paying for the name. That's all. And well, I will say that the smoothie at Smoothie King was much better. It did taste much better, and I was satisfied with it. But I'm still fucking hungry. I'm so fucking hungry. And I was listening to Gmo. Do y'all know Gmo with his fine ass? I was listening to his video on Facebook last night, and he was talking about how he keep himself so sexy. And he said, "I be hungry as fuck. I be hungry as a bitch." And I could sympathize with him. I can relate. He said, in order to be sexy like he is, he got to starve himself to death, almost. And a lot of people don't want to admit it, but that's what it takes to lose this fucking weight. You got to starve. You got to starve and be hungry a lot of days and a lot of nights. Yes. And what happened to diet pills that block the appetite, suppress the appetite? Why did they stop selling those? I think I'm gonna have to give him some chia seeds. They say the chia seeds block the hunger, suppress the hunger, and make you feel like you're full. I need all the help I can get with this appetite and this weight loss effort. I mean, it's really a struggle. It really is because you're talking to somebody, you listen to somebody that loves to eat. I've been eating all my life, and just to stop cold turkey like this, ooh, it's just like a crackhead. If you just take the crack from the crackhead, all of a sudden, ooh, my God, I feel like I want to shake. I feel like I want to quake. It don't make no fucking sense. I want to go in the refrigerator and the freezer and just eat, 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 and eat. and it's taking everything in me to lay down and be still and just lock my arms and my feet down and stay right here. Whew, that's why I came to talk to y'all because I gotta take my mind off of eating. I gotta take my mind off of it. It's either eating or fucking or praying and talking to God. So I think I'm just or go on YouTube. So I think I'm just talk to God and talk to y'all because I don't. Whew, fucking and eating, both of them gonna get me in trouble, right? And like I said so many times before, I do not want to become a single mother out here in these pandemic streets. This is not the time to be getting a STD or a baby by a band that may or may not want you in these pandemic times. You know what I mean? And it's a certain man. Well, it's two of them that want my panties, and I want to give my panties to them, but I'm trying my best to be a Christian girl and not give in to all of these temptations. Who the food and the penises? The food and dick is just calling my name, and I'm just trying my best. I'm just trying my best to be obedient to the Lord. So anyway, yeah. Back to Popeyes. Getting back to Popeyes. Man, I could not believe it. And I know it was 5 o'clock when I got in the line. And it's always a long line. And they don't never have no apple pies. They don't never have no corn on the cob. They don't never have this. They don't never have that. Just like McDonald's don't never have that ice cream machine working. What the fuck? Just take it off the menu if you don't never have it. What's wrong with that? Just take it clean off the menu if you don't never have certain stuff. Ooh, that aggravates the shit out of me. Especially when I have my mind set on something that I want to eat. And then I get around there to order. And we don't have none. We don't have none. They don't have none. They don't never have it. And man, the line was long like my titties. Just long. And the line is always long. Always. And okay, so I was on the telephone talking to somebody, my friend, and I was telling him how the line was so long. And I looked at the clock on my phone and I looked at the clock on my vehicle. And I'm very sure that it was 5 o'clock when I got in the line. Because we kept on talking about why was it taking so long and talking about how long I had been in the line. So when I got around there to the window after I finally placed my order, I asked that boy, it was a young black boy, I said, can I have a discount on my order since I've been inconvenienced in this long line and I have had to wait a whole hour? He said, hold on a minute. And he went and asked the manager and he came back and he said, no, we can't give you no discount. I said, my God. I said, okay. Now, see, that's how niggas do. If it had been a white person in there, or Chinese, no, not Chinese, because they ain't gonna give you no kind of break, the Chinese. But if it had been somebody white, they might have would have went ahead and asked you, well, do you want a drink for your inconvenience? They'll at least give you a drink, a free soda of your choice, or a gift card or a coupon for next time. But them niggas and them Chinese, they're not gonna give you shit but a hard fucking time. And so I saw the manager standing up in there, a young black dude, and his badge. Let me tell you, he was not wearing his mask properly. Okay, you the manager. How you gonna be the manager, the leader? You the leader of the pack, and you supposed to be setting a good example for your employees. Okay, his mask. I can't stand when people wear their mask any kind of way with their nose hanging out. I just want to scream. I want to scream when I see them doing it, and it really was bothering me. I could not stand it. His whole nose was hanging out, and half of his mouth. I'm not lying. I should have took a picture of it. I should have recorded it. I should have went live, and because if you don't take a picture and record these folks, they'll say you lying on them, and I don't tell lies. So he asked me to move up and park in a handicap space. And I said, now the handicap space, where the handicapped people gonna go if they need to go somewhere? So I went ahead and did what he said, and I didn't think I was gonna be there very long, but hell, he told me it was gonna be 3 minutes. They don't never have no spicy. And I don't hell, that's the only thing I like out of it is spicy. The rest of the stuff I ain't even worth fooling around with. And the spicy is what makes the chicken even taste like anything at Popeyes, in my opinion. So I went ahead and parked in the handicap spot, like the dude told me, because he said it was gonna be 3 minutes. 3 minutes turned into almost 13 minutes. And I said to myself, and I said to my friend, he must have forgot about me. And I was so fucking mad because I was gonna have to go in that fucking store and have a confrontation. And I had a bad attitude at that point because I done already waited a whole hour and 15 minutes. Now I'm having to wait another additional 15 minutes almost. And it was cold and it was raining. And then I was gonna have to be subject to all them niggas on the inside. And you know they don't like the social distance. They like to bunch all up and stand all up in behind you and all on the side of you, passing all that coronavirus. And I said, oh God, I gotta go in here. And I thought about maybe I could go there to that window in the drive through, but it wasn't enough room. And I know those people that was waiting at the window, they're gonna have a problem with me coming to stand at that window because they probably thought I was up to no good, want to rob them or something. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go inside. And I almost fell on the fucking sidewalk. It felt like it was some chicken grease on the sidewalk. It was so slippery. And so I went in there and it was like two guys standing right there waiting on their order. And then I'm asking the girl, as a young black girl at the cash register, I said, can I see the manager, please? And she ignored the shit out of me. So I asked her again with a louder voice, and she really didn't acknowledge me totally, but barely. And then she was telling the guy, the manager, that I want to talk to him. And he just looked over at me and was like, I'll be with you in a minute. And that minute turned into several other minutes. And then this black woman came in there and she just came and stood right next to me. Never mind, I'm standing up there. They don't want to give you no respect. Never mind, I'm standing up there waiting. She just gonna take over my turn. I'm so sick of these people that don't want to respect my turn. I mean, they just come and just take over. They got a takeover spirit. A takeover spirit. I can't stand a takeover spirit. And so I thought she was just gonna stand there and take over. And I didn't want to stand there next to her. I'm serious about this coronavirus, trying to fight this coronavirus. That is a priority for me. And these other people, it's like coronavirus. They don't give a fuck about coronavirus. And they just stand all bunched up. I can't stand all that bunching up and don't want to give me 6 feet. I'm serious about that 6 feet. And I'm not gonna forget about it. I'm always aware of the 6 feet. I'm always going to social distance. Like I said before, I've been social distancing before it became a thing. I love social distance. And I'm not gonna forget about it. I'm not gonna get distracted. I'm gonna stay focused. And I know when somebody's in my personal space, and she was in my personal space, and I said, "Oh no, I'm gonna get away from her." and she was looking at me like she was offended because I moved away from her. I'm offended because she's moving so close to me. I mean, there's some idiots in this town, some idiots. And I would ask, who gave birth to these folks? Some other idiots. I already know some other idiots gave birth to them, and they ain't got a bit of sense. Just stupid. I see why this area is at the top tier for having the high spikes of coronavirus. This is a hot zone, and I see why. I see why. Because a lot of these people are not taking it seriously. They don't want to wear masks. They don't want to social distance, and they don't want to stay their motherfucking ass at home. Every time they get $1.10, they got to come out in the street, buy some dope, buy some chicken, buy some eyelashes, buy some hair bonnets, and they don't get that little $600 stimulus money, and it's burning a hole in their motherfucking hands. I mean, it's just $600. Damn. They act like they never had $600, and they act like the $600 is $6 million. It's just $600. And in a pandemic, why won't they save a little money? No, they want to spend every dime they get because they count on begging. But for later on, if they run out of money, they looking at robbing and begging somebody else. If they run out of money, which is so fucking low down, but they got a low down spirit, so that's what they do. It's in their nature to be low down, and they don't care nothing about coronavirus. They just stay in the street, stay in the street, stay in the street. And a lot of it is, I really don't think it's essential business that they're taking care of. They just in the street, can't sit the fuck down, can't lay down, can't be still. It don't make any sense. I ain't never seen people like this. This is terrible. So anyway, um, after a little while of waiting in the store for the manager to acknowledge me and talk to me, yeah, I seen a girl that worked in there. She was holding a bag going outside, and I had a feeling she was looking for me. So she came back inside with that same bag, and she went past me, and she went around and went to the back, and she said, "I don't even see them. I don't know where they went." I said, "Yeah, she looking for me. She didn't see me in that vehicle. She looking for me." So at that point, I already knew that the food was probably cold because it had been sitting up there on the counter for a while before she even picked it up. And that's why I didn't say nothing because I knew everything in that box was probably cold. And hell, I don't already waited an hour and 15 minutes, and I got to deal with some cold ass food. And some of the fucking chicken probably wasn't even in the box. Every time you have to wait a long time. Some of your stuff may not even be in the bag, and then it's probably gonna be cold. And I don't never ask for their French fries because every time it's just like eating some cold cardboard. You gotta catch their French fries when they good and hot and fresh out the grease. Otherwise, it's trash, 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 just like McDonald's fries. And I think I ordered the mashed potatoes. They mashed potatoes is pretty decent, and everybody love their biscuits, right? And so the manager, he finally came and talked to me. And I said, "Sir, with all due respect, I think it's very disrespectful to have me subjected to sitting in that line a whole hour. And then when I get to the window, my order is still not ready. And then you tell me to go out there to the handicap spot and wait 3 minutes more. And y'all still have me sitting out there additional almost 15 more minutes." And I said, "This is terrible. This is real terrible." I said, "If y'all can't do any better than this, I think y'all ought to just close down for the duration of the pandemic because this is ridiculous to have us out here waiting a whole hour." And I think it was another manager, a female, black female manager. She came around and trying to listen. And so she injected herself into the conversation, which is something I can't stand for people to do. If I'm not talking to you, don't talk to me. And when I talk to them, they act like they can't hear me. But then here she is trying to butt into the conversation, and she gonna yell all over the stove from the back. "You didn't have to wait no whole hour." And I'm like, "Wow, really?" So she essentially calling me a liar, which I don't do. I don't lie. I don't have to lie about that. And I wasn't even gonna argue with her. See, she mad and disgruntled because her punk ass can't keep up with them orders, and she frustrated because she was signed up for that Popeye job, making $5.10 an hour. That was her choice, not mine. And if the job is too fucking demanding and she can't stand up in that store and that's causing her not to be able to go out there and suck some dicks for free, that's her choice. That was her choice to sign up for that job. And she mad and frustrated because she got to fuck around with that chicken back there for however many hours she got to do it, and she can't keep up with them fucking orders, and she's too fucking lazy, and blah blah blah. And now she mad at me. I know how long I was in the hour in that drive through, and it was a whole fucking hour. Yeah. So in totality, it was an hour and 15 plus minutes, and that's fucking ridiculous. It's supposed to be fast food. It's fast food. It's called fast food for a fucking reason. But fast food is no longer fast. So why don't they change that altogether? It's no longer fast. And my God, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And a lot of these people, especially in the black community, they want you to support black business. But look at how they treat you. Look at a lot of them treat you when you support their black asses. Look at how they act. Look at how they talk to you. Look at how they do you. It's so disrespectful. And it's just a nonchalant, nasty attitude that they have. And they act like you're doing them a favor by patronizing their business, which is not the case. I'm not doing them a favor at all. And I made a decision today after sitting in that fucking line a whole hour and 15 fucking minutes. And ain't no way to get out the line. Once you get in that fucking line, you locked in. And they got that concrete over there on the right side where you cannot move unless you just damage your fucking car and jump over the fucking concrete part. And on the left side, you got that whole fucking store. So you can't go through that part. And you can't drive your car or your truck or your minivan through the other cars in front of you. So what do? You don't have no wings to fly out of there. So you just gotta sit there and be aggravated however long it takes. And I made a decision today after sitting in that fucking line. And see, it's my own fault. And I told myself that it's your own fucking fault because you had no business bringing your fat ass in this fucking line anyway because you're supposed to be on a fucking diet. You're supposed to be on a fucking diet. You had no business driving your fat ass in this fucking line. You shouldn't even came nowhere near Popeyes. So I had to tote that fucking L, right? I had to take it and learn from it. Just don't bring your fat ass back to Popeyes, period. You weren't supposed to be there anyway. You weren't even supposed to be over there. And I said, from this day on, I will not. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna never go to Popeyes no more because that ain't true. I'm crazy about that spicy chicken now. And that crunch, it making your teeth. I love that fucking crunch. And then the fucking biscuits. Who can deny the fucking biscuits? They like crack, right? And the mashed fucking potatoes, delicious. So I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna never go to Popeyes no more. But that particular location, I ain't going back to that one if I can help it. and it's spicy chicken sandwich. It's delicious as fuck. But I'm not gonna go back to that fucking location. Now I might go to a different location, but it won't. I ain't going back to that one. I am not going back to that one. Oh, they so disrespectful over there. And I don't know who decision it was to stop selling corn on the cob. Corn on the cob ain't never did nothing to nobody. Ain't never did no wrong. Why would you stop selling corn on the cob? Why? Why? But they keep on selling them stale ass French fries that's like rubber in your teeth. It tastes like fucking rubber in your mouth unless you can get them fresh and hot. And oh my god. And that's another thing. They don't hardly never have no apple pies. Don't never have no pecan pies. And like I said before, if you're not gonna have the stuff on the menu, why don't you just take it off the fucking menu? Just take it off there instead of teasing people. Just teasing people. It don't make any sense. And another thing they used to have that I like, what was it? It was something else that they used to have that I really like, and they stopped selling it. Every time I like something, they stopped selling it. But they keep all that other bullshit. I don't get that. I really don't get it. But anyway, I think they just need to close down for the remainder of the pandemic, since they putting everything on COVID-19, 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 and they forget about the fact that they was lousy before COVID-19. I remember, I remember they were lousy before COVID-19. Yes, and a lot of these businesses they just don't use COVID-19 as an excuse to be full of shit, and a lot of them, like Popeyes, this particular location, anyway, they was lousy before COVID-19, and they act like I don't remember. A lot of people don't remember that. I do, but anyway, yeah, I said I will never go back to that particular location, and it don't even do any good to complain and talk to the manager. They know they lousy. They know they lousy already. And they wouldn't have it any other way. All they want to do is show up for their paycheck. Now they're not gonna be lousy when it's time to drive or walk over there for their paycheck. They're gonna do that right. But when it comes to customer service, they don't went down the drain. And I want Chick-fil-A to train the rest of these restaurants. A lot of these restaurants, they could take a page out of Chick-fil-A's handbook as it relates to customer service. Chick-fil-A gets it right. And see, I wouldn't even mind. A lot of people wouldn't even mind sitting in Chick-fil-A drive-through line for a whole hour because we know we're gonna get some good service. We know if we have to wait that long, they probably gonna give you a gift card for later on. I got one in my pocket right now in my pocketbook. I got a gift card right now in my pocketbook from a past experience with Chick-fil-A, whereas I had to wait a little bit longer. And I can't remember if I asked them for the card or if they volunteered the card, but nevertheless, they gave me one. And see, that's how you're supposed to do people. If you inconvenience them, that's good business. That's good customer service. If you inconvenience them, compensate the people. Compensate them. Make them feel valued and special. Even if you really don't give a fuck about them. Make them believe that you really care and that they are a valued customer, okay? That's how you keep business. But that's how you run your business down in the ground. When you treat people like shit, they're not gonna come back. They might come back a time or two if they ain't got nothing else to do or another place to patronize. But most people that's got good sense and respect for themselves, they're not coming back to your business if you treat them like shit, okay? And waste their time that will never get back. And what if I had to go to work? What if I was late going to work and I had to sit in that motherfucking line a whole hour? Hell, I could have been fired today, right? Sitting in line a whole fucking hour and 15 minutes and couldn't get out of there. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that they subjected me and other people to that shit. And then I can't believe that myself and the other customers actually sat in that fucking line that long. We was really wanting that fucking chicken, right? We really want that motherfucking chicken. In order to sit there in that fucking line like that, a whole hour, they could have at least came outside and asked us, y'all want some water? Y'all want some water? Or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how Chick-fil-A would have done. And Chick-fil-A, they get it right as far as customer service goes. And I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in so long. I was gonna go New Year's Day yesterday for breakfast, but they was closed. And redeem my gift card that they gave me. I love their breakfast. I always go and get the same thing every time I go. I think it's the number two, the spicy chicken biscuit, and I get bacon on it. Oh, it's so delicious. They fucking biscuits is so fucking good, and those hash browns. But you know what? I like the little hash browns, but I wish they would do it like what's the name of that other restaurant? I forgot the name of the other restaurant, but oh gosh, whatever the name of it is, they have those same little hash browns, but theirs is like got some little diced onions in it. You know, onions and garlic make everything taste so much better. And the only thing I don't like about those that's got the little diced onions in it is oh, they hash browns kind of greasy. I don't know why they're so greasy, but other than that, they're pretty good. I forgot the name of that place. I think it's Dunkin' Donuts, and I can't stand Dunkin' Donuts. I really don't like Dunkin' Donuts. And that state where I was working at the last 6 months, it was close to New York, and oh, they had Dunkin' Donuts as the capital over there. Everywhere you look, Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, it was everywhere. They love Dunkin' Donuts over that way. But yeah. So I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a while, and I be passing by there a lot, and it seems like the line is extremely long. But like I said, a lot of people don't mind a long wait if you're gonna give them good customer service and compensate them for wait so long after you get to the window. And I can't stand getting to that window and they take your money and still tell you to wait and go up a little bit and park up so you can wait on your food. Ooh, that burns me up. Why take my money and my food is not ready? Why take my money and my order is not ready? That's so low down. That is so low down. But that's the way a lot of them do. And then that girl at the Smoothie King, she had the nerve to close that window and ask that boy, "Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said?" Yeah, I want to know why you don't have on gloves. And I know she's supposed to, and that's another thing. How you gonna be right when you dead fucking wrong? I mean, you're wrong. But see, a lot of these people, that's why they have so much problem with coronavirus, because a lot of them not good with their hygiene. They don't wash their ass anyway. They don't wash their hands anyway. They don't want to wear gloves when they're working in these fucking restaurants. You don't want to sign up to work around food. Why won't you wear gloves? You should be glad to wear gloves. Hell. But see, they nasty. They nasty at fucking home. So of course they're gonna be nasty at fucking work, right? They're not gonna all of a sudden get clean when they go to work. If they unclean at home, they're gonna be unclean at work. That just go hand in hand. And that's another thing. Speaking of uncleanliness, can we talk about this? See, I want to make a video to talk about this and do a tutorial about potty training for adults. Man, can we talk about this? I'm gonna switch gears for a minute and talk about this. I'm so sick of nasty adults as it relates to these public bathroom facilities. I can't tell y'all how many times I have been in a nasty ass bathroom in a public facility. That job where I work right now, ooh, it's too bad. They only have two bathrooms. I think that director he got his own private bathroom. Some of them people in the administrative part, they got their own bathroom. That's why they don't really give a fuck about the other bathrooms, them two main bathrooms, because they got their own private bathroom, which is a blessing. It's a blessing if you can have your own private bathroom on your fucking job. My God, that's some nasty big motherfuckers at that job. And you learn a lot about people from the bathroom. Do y'all know that? You can learn a lot about a person just by following behind them in the bathroom. Oh yes, that bathroom tells everything you need to know about a person as far as how clean they are. Yes, and then they got the nerve to have Christmas parties and New Year's Eve parties and Thanksgiving parties and bring a fucking potluck. I wish the fuck I would eat anything they bring. How nasty they are, nasty motherfuckers. And then they got the nerve to have boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives and shit and children. How you gonna raise children and potty train them when you need to be potty trained? And man, why do they have tissue laying all over the floor when you go in the bathroom? The tissue belongs in the toilet bowl, and they be having all them little pieces of tissue all over the fucking floor. What are they doing in the bathroom? I don't know. And then what about throwing a paper towel all over the floor and missing the garbage? The garbage can is right there, and they had a paper towel after they washed their hands or whatever they're doing in there. They had a paper towel on the side of the garbage can, on top of the garbage can, in front of the garbage can. Why is a paper towel not going inside the garbage can? Ooh, if I was in charge, I would. I stop a work day and have a whole meeting and orientation, and that's what it would be about: hygiene, and potty training. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh, they had to quit. They had to quit to get right. They would have to quit their job or get right. Yeah, I would have a whole orientation about potty training and hygiene. And then, oh, I can't tell y'all how many times I have went in that bathroom and I smell that stinking ass odor that's gonna get left behind. Why do so many people, especially females, black females, can we tell the truth and shame the devil? They carry a sour, stinking, funky odor when they get up from the toilet bowl. What is it about that ass that leaves that odor hanging behind when they leave? The odor ought to go with them when they go, but it stays behind. What the fuck? And I can't stand the smell of that ass odor. Ooh, that old stinking ass odor when somebody leave the bathroom. Oh, that's just terrible. How you gonna be stinking when you just come to work? You just got to work and you stinking? Damn. And they have boyfriends and girlfriends and things. And stinking. How you gonna be stinking and you got a lover? Woo, how do your lover put up with that? Because they stinking too, I guess. And and then they got children and things. I would be embarrassed to have a child and I'm walking around stinking and flouncing around my child stinking. Woo, that's so disrespectful and very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. My God. And that's another thing. Why? Oh, how you gonna wash your hands and then leave all that debris and trash in the fucking sink? Oh my God, I see a lot of that. I see a lot of that going on. And the other day I went to the bathroom at the job and it looked like somebody had been shaving and shaving their pubic hair or something or pulling it out. And it was a lot of pubic hair sitting right there inside the toilet bowl where the pussy and the penis go. And I was like, what in the hell went on right here? And it looked like some dirt was right there, saturated with the pubic hair. I'm very sure it was pubic or ass hair. And I'm like, what in the hell have whoever been doing in this bathroom? Oh my God. And I will never understand why and how so many guys leave all that piss on the fucking floor right in front of the fucking toilet bowl. If your penis is too fucking little and short to reach inside the toilet bowl, why don't you sit down? Sit down like a bitch. Just sit the fuck down and pee inside. Put your penis inside the bowl and pee like that. I can't stand when guys go to the bathroom and their penis is too fucking short to reach inside the bowl and they leave all that pee on the floor. You see it on the floor. I know you see it. Why don't you get some tissue or a paper towel and clean it off before you leave? You low down. That's why you don't do it. You're too fucking low down. And oh, what about this group of people right here that shit and have all that doo splashed all over the fucking toilet bowl and on top of the toilet bowl? What are they doing? And leave it like that. Are they hiking their ass up in the air? They don't want to sit down on the toilet bowl. They hiking their ass up in the air and shit like that. I think y'all just hold your shit and go home shit if you got to do all of that at the job. That's so disrespectful. Ooh, that's so disrespectful. And if they keep on going, I think we'll just put cameras, just violate them and put I'll just put cameras, just violate them and put bathroom. I'm gonna have to see how he conduct himself in the bathroom. You can find out a lot about people by going in behind them in the bathroom. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then how? And that's another thing. A lot of people got this problem right here. And this is why so many guys and girls end up having shit streaks in their underwear because they're not using enough toilet tissue. Now, mind you, I understand the toilet tissue is very expensive, but some things you just got to spend more on, and that's one of them. Toilet tissue. I don't mind spending a lot more on toilet tissue. It's a necessity. It's an essential item. Yes, you got to wipe that ass. And soap, yeah. So a lot of this soap is expensive, and they don't raise the price on a lot of it. But that's an essential item also. You got to wash and wipe your ass. It's an essential duty. Yes. And this is how so many people end up having them shit streaks in their underwear. This is why, because they're not wiping properly. They're not wiping enough. You got to put some force behind the wipe. Yes. And I can't stand those people that just have that one square. That one square is not enough on the tissue. You gotta pull that tissue out that roll. You gotta pull it out and you gotta have it wrapped around your hand like a blanket. Yes, you gotta have a thick amount to wipe. Yes. And I can't stand those people that pull out that one square. Ooh, that burns me up. That burns me up. Those people right there that just use that one square. Mm. And then those people that just use that one ply. You need that two ply or that three ply. Yes. And even if you have a two ply or a three ply, you still need more than that one square of tissue. Yes. And another thing, a lot of these adults don't know how to use bathrooms. If you use the number two, if you got to do number two, you're supposed to. Now, this is not a law. This is not an ordinance. This is not a decree. But it's just the way it's supposed to be. After every turd, you're supposed to flush. That eliminates that odor from rising to the top and going out into the atmosphere. Because who wants to smell that coming out the bathroom or going in the bathroom and smelling it? That helps out a lot if you just flush after every little turd. That would help a whole lot in reducing that odor. And then it would help in not clogging up that toilet bowl too. And who wants that mess on their hand, right? So yeah, I think it's warranted to do a tutorial on potty training for adults. We need that. The world needs that, don't they? The world needs that video because a lot of people are demonstrating. A lot of adults are demonstrating that they do not have the proper potty training skills. And how you gonna have children and grandchildren and potty train them, and you don't know how to properly use the bathroom yourself? You don't have proper hygiene yourself. How you gonna teach the children and grandchildren? How? But anyway, yeah, I am so disappointed with Popeyes. I was so stressed out this evening. And I still cannot believe that I actually had to wait a whole hour and 15 minutes in a fast food drive through. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I still can't believe I was subjected to that. And like I said, that was my own fault because I was not supposed to be in that line anyway. I wasn't supposed to be in that line. And man, I'm trying to maintain my strength and endurance as it relates to trying to keep my self steadfast with this diet. I really wasn't planning to go on a diet for the new year. But the other day I made up my mind that it's time to apply pressure. It's time to apply pressure in 2021. And man, I gotta get myself together, right? Because I gotta get me a real good looking man in 2021. A lot of females they satisfied with these scrubs. Oh my God! Speaking of the scrubs and how these women are satisfied with them, every time I go on Facebook and look at some of my former classmates and different people from my hometown, I see more and more of these females lowering their standards, or maybe they just can't do no better in that town and they just get whatever they can get. And it's like they're just scrubbing from the bottom up under the bottom of the bear as it relates to a man. Oh my God. Last night I went on Facebook and I was looking at, how one thing leads to another when you start looking at one person's page and then you see somebody you might recognize and then you click on their page and tap in and then there you go, somebody else, somebody else. So that's how it went. That's how it went. And I recognized this one girl. And this one girl, okay, the girl page who I started on, now she had lost some weight back in April. And I was meaning to start my diet around the same time she had started her diet. And she had lost all that weight and she was looking so good and that inspired me. And then she went off of Facebook. You know how some of them get so offended and then they feelings. I'm get off of Facebook for a while. They be want some attention and sympathy and shit. So she said she was going on a vacation off of Facebook and she wasn't gonna be on Facebook for a while. So I'm thinking she was having some personal issues. I had no idea she had been off of Facebook and eating and had gained all that fucking weight. And that's probably the reason why she decided to go on a Facebook vacation because she was embarrassed. She was embarrassed to let everybody know that she had gained that motherfucking weight back plus some. Damn, when I seen her last night, I said, damn, she done blowed up like a helium balloon. Ooh, she looks terrible. Her face is so humongous. I said, what did she eat? A whole cow? What the fuck did she eat? Her Facebook page? What the fuck? And I could barely recognize her. If I didn't see her name at the top of her page, I wouldn't even recognize her. I said, wow, in that short period of time, she done blowed up like this. I said, wow. So she had took a picture. She had spent New Year's Eve bringing in the new year with this other girl. And I recognized that girl's name, but I didn't recognize her face. A lot of these people that you went to school with, they don't get big as a bitch like I hell. They probably say the same thing about me. And I'm saying the same thing about each other. I mean, we're saying the same thing about them, so we're saying the same thing about each other. So I clicked on the girl page and I did recognize her. I said, wow, she done got big as a bitch. And she done hooked up with this dude who is very ugly. And he couldn't get no girl back in high school. He was a reject. And I said, damn, these rejects, they can get a woman now and a man. The one that was a reject back in high school, then nobody want him. Now they can get somebody now because ain't nobody really got no standards but me. And I said, damn, he getting some pussy now. He done got a wife now. And I said, back in high school, she wouldn't even look at him. Now she can't do no better. She done got big and fat. Now she got to get the fucking reject. Damn. And this other girl who used to be so fine, she done get so fucking big. She about 800,000 pounds. I said, wow. And then I scrolled down. She done hooked up with this dude. He can't do no better. She can't do no better. So I guess they said, well, we just hook up and get together and be with each other. Two fucking rejects in love. And damn, she's so fucking big. I mean, she got about 30,000 stomachs, 19 different chins, 5 folds backs. I said, wow, I couldn't believe it. And these are some females, both all three of them. They were some females back in high school who thought they had it going on. And now I don't even recognize them. They so motherfucking big now. And I guess the guys say, fuck it, they still got a hold. So they just make the best out of it. And I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that girl and get so fucking big. Woo, you can't do too much to yourself, right? And you got to make up your mind to not get so carried away where you just lose control of yourself. And I know it's a lot of stress in the world. And things that weigh them down, but you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention because you can let yourself just go, where you can't even come back from this shit. And man, oh my God, I couldn't believe what I was looking at last night on Facebook. Every time I go on Facebook and see some of my old classmates and some of them people from my hometown, I just get so disappointed. Oh my God. And see, that's another thing. That's another thing that inspired me to get myself together and get on this fucking diet and stay committed to this diet plan because I don't want to be like that. Hell no. Hell no. You can't go down that road, but you can turn around and come back from that. But sometimes you can't. But I said, I cannot let myself get no fucking bigger. Because, honey, you can't get so fucking big where you can't even get out the fucking bed. You can't get so fucking big where you can't even wear nothing but a fucking dress or a curtain or a fucking blanket off the bed. Whew, you don't want to be in that group of folks. It's a lot. You know, them people on my 500 pound life or my 600 pound life or whatever it is. And man, when you get so fucking big where you can't wear nothing but a fucking blanket or a curtain around your big ass, you in bad fucking shape. You in bad fucking shape. And man, some of the folks can't even get to the bathroom. They can't even get to the fucking bathroom. So I said, now is my time to really pay attention and get myself together while I can. And I said, oh, and to be so young and be in that condition, that's really fucked up. It really is. It's so fucked up. But whew, I'm telling you the truth. I said, wow, I gotta really pay attention. I gotta pay attention. And see, some of these people, they feel like, they listen to these people like Lizzo, they be really telling fucking lies and being in denial about their condition. And that's why so many people are so attracted to somebody like Lizzo. And this is why Lizzo has so many fans because they all got the same condition. They fucking big as fuck and done gave up on their fucking self and they don't say fuck it. I'm just gonna be sexy anyway. Even though that shit is not sexy, it's really fucking gross. And some of these guys don't give a fuck because they still can get their dick sucked by them fat motherfucking bitches. Right. They looking at the fact they got a fat juice ass mouth and hey, that feels good to a dude, right? A mouth is a mouth is a mouth. And even if they struggle to get to the pussy hole or the asshole, it is what it is. And let's face it, a lot of these guys, they love them girls, them big bitches with them low self esteem. They love them big motherfuckers with low self esteem. They less hassle, less pressure, right? And they ain't got to spend too much money just taking them Popeyes or McDonald's or somewhere like that. And them big motherfuckers is happy as a bitch. They happy. And like I said, it's less pressure on the man. It's less pressure. And man, And see, some of these guys, they be doing this shit on purpose, trying to get these women fat because don't know about, ain't too many other men that's quality type of men. They ain't even gonna be looking at their big ass. They're not even gonna look at them like that. No. And so that's less competition. And the man, that makes them feel more secure, right? It took me a long time to figure that out, but I finally figured it out. And some of them try to get their woman big on purpose, like my former husband did. He got me big as a motherfucker, and he didn't want no other man looking at me. I didn't know that's what he was doing. He was tricking me. You want to eat? You want to eat? You want to eat? You want to go to the restaurant every fucking day, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because he was jealous. He was insecure. And then when I got so fucking big and lost interest in doing anything with him, then he want to go to somebody else that was slender. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. So anyway, I'm all right with him going to somebody else because now it's my turn to go to somebody else. But I know the type of men that I want. They don't want no fat ass woman, and I don't blame them. I don't want no fat ass man. So it is whatever it is, and it's time. It's time. Some women they probably really don't care about how they look, but I care. It matters to me. I have standards, and some women, they don't mind being big and sloppy and leaving the light on. I ain't never had the light on while I was with a man, and I want to have that fucking light on. I want the fucking light on, and I'm very insecure when it comes to that. And some men, they be like, it don't matter, it don't matter. It does fucking matter. And then they'll tell you it don't matter, and then they'll cheat on you with somebody that look better and slimmer and in shape. So don't let them fool you and trick you and make you think, oh, it don't matter. Oh, bullshit. It may not matter in the moment, but it does matter. Yes, it does. And yeah, I want that fucking light on. And I want to, be with a man with my matching panty and bra, not them big ass granny panties and a fucking t-shirt. You know what I mean? And have myself oiled up and looking sexy. You know what I mean? Sexy for real, not pretending sexy like folks like Lizzo be pretending like they sexy. I'm talking for real sexy, for real. And man, you got to put in some work to get into shape. You got to put in some fucking work, and you're gonna damn near have to starve yourself there, like Gmo said. I agree with Gmo. Do y'all know Gmo? The dude who caught his girlfriend cheating on him and recorded it and put it on the internet. Gmo fine six ass. He said in his video that he put on Facebook. I watched it last night. It was a whole fucking hour long video, and I didn't mind because I like looking at his sexy, fine, good looking ass. And I got a problem with Gmo. I got a big problem with Gmo, and he done said this more than one time. Now he keep on saying, he got a good job making plenty of money, but he keep on saying he don't want no woman that's struggling. Hell, that could be his soulmate. We all gonna struggle at some point in time, and then you can have all the money and all the cars and all this and all that. But then, what about if you get fucking sick? What if you catch the fucking coronavirus? Ooh, some of these people they missing the moment that really matters. And just because a person is struggling at some point, don't mean that God can't give them a glow up. You know what I mean? In just another year or two. And then I'm like this: if a man doesn't want me while I'm struggling, he don't deserve me when I'm blessing on my feet and doing better. And if you're gonna be with somebody, you gotta be with them, in my opinion, unconditionally. And if you don't want me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. But you know what? A lot of people, they really are superficial, and they really miss what's really important. And then that's another thing. A lot of these people who value a lot of material stuff, like Gmo does, it's all material stuff, cars and clothes and this and that. I think they be hiding behind all this stuff, and they use a lot of that stuff to compensate for what they lack intellectually and spiritually. Yeah, don't let them fool you. They be real good looking and smelling good and have all these nice clothes and all these nice expensive cars and this and that and traveling all the time and shopping all the time. But what about that spirit? What about that soul? Yeah, Yeah, when you sit them down and try to have a conversation with them, ain't no substance in the middle. But that's another video for another time. But yeah, Gmo, he was saying that he be starving himself because he got to look sexy. And he said he be trying to look sexy for the women. Of course, that's why we trying to be sexy because yes, health wise it's important. But let's face it, we trying to look sexy for the opposite sex, right? In most cases. So Gmo said he be so fucking hungry. He said he be starving himself to death, almost to death, in order to get himself sexy. And then he go to the gym, be pumping all that fucking iron. How he be pumping that fucking iron and he hungry as hell? I can't go to the gym and lift nothing if I'm hungry. I be done passed out. Man, ooh, the struggle is real. The struggle is real, honey. And oh my God, I'm so fucking hungry right now. And I want to go in that kitchen and eat, eat, eat. But I'm trying my best to stay stuck right here and just make myself go to sleep and forget all about all this fucking eating. And oh my God, I want to eat so fucking bad right now. Yes, I do. And I want that fucking Popeyes chicken so fucking bad earlier. And it's probably a good thing that they disappointed me and things went the way that they did because, ooh, I gotta just discipline myself. I gotta discipline myself, and that requires a lot of focus. You gotta stay focused. And man, oh man, ooh, we gonna have temptations like Popeyes and McDonald's and Burger King, all this bullshit when you're trying to get yourself in shape. You got all of them distractions to deal with. But with discipline and good structure, I believe it can be accomplished. Just take it one day at a time, one day at a time. And see, it's already after midnight here. So I pretty much done did pretty good this day. And we're going into the what, third day of the year, of the new year. So you just gotta take it one day at a time. 3 days can turn into 7 days. You got a whole week out the way. And even if it's 1 pound a week or 2 pounds a week or 5 pounds a week, that's 1 or 2 or 5 pounds less than what you had before, right? So they all add up every week. Just keep on chipping away at it. And every week, them little pounds that you lose, even if it's ounces, that's less than what you did have off of you before. So all of it adds up. And my goal is to lose about 5 pounds. And that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure on me. But I have did it before. And I believe I can do it again. But I want to be like that girl on my Facebook page, lose it, and then turn around and gain it back plus some. Oh, hell no. That's too much fucking work to put in and then turn around and gain it all right back plus some. I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to go down that road. And I think she's real depressed about a lot of things. And then a lot of people turn to food for comfort when they stressed out and turn to cigarettes and liquor and whatever when they stressed out. So you got to deal with whatever you're dealing with on the inside first and then try to tackle the weight loss situation. But if you got some issues that's stressing you out, you're not going to be very successful trying to lose weight because you're going to mess up real soon. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. So you got to deal with those issues and then tackle the weight loss situation because it's going to require a lot of mental discipline, and you got to stay focused every day because it's going to be a lot of people asking you, you want to have this food, you want to have this, you want to go out for drinks, you want to go to this restaurant, you want this, then you got all these different commercials on TV, on the radio, on the internet. I mean, you got food temptations everywhere you go at every turn. So you got to be prepared for that and be real strong in order to deny yourself of that. And like Gmo was saying on his video last night, he was saying it's real tough having enough money to buy any type of food that you want, but you gotta not buy it. You gotta not eat it. And that is a hell of a thing to deal with. Having it's one thing to not have no money and you can't get the food that you want, but then that's a whole nother book of bear when you get all that money and you can buy any type of food that you want and you deny yourself of that. Ooh, that's a lot to deal with, right? That's a lot to deal with. And yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of people struggling with the same issues, trying to lose weight, as well as dealing with a lot of stress in our world around us. But it can be done. It can be accomplished just by taking one day at a time and staying focused and being steadfast and being determined to reach our goals. And not to say that you're not gonna fall off the wagon every now and again. You just might fall off the wagon, and you might just go ahead and eat that big ass plate of 10-piece chicken wings and a side of fries or the pizza or whatever your device might be, whatever your weakness might be. You might just break down and go ahead and drink or eat whatever that is. But you can have the opportunity to get back on track and start again. And one thing that I would like to do is exercise. I know that is key. That is very important. But right now, I'm kind of nervous about going outside and exercising because coronavirus is all in the atmosphere, right? And I just am not comfortable going outside and breathing all the air. And then it's so cold. I don't want to get sick. And then I was thinking about going to a gym, but there again, I feel like there's a lot of coronavirus in some of them gyms. I don't care how much they spray the equipment down. I don't care about everybody wearing a mask. It's still a chance that you can get that coronavirus in them gyms. And I would be so pissed off if I got in those gyms and caught the coronavirus. I would be so mad. So I'm trying to be so careful right now, right? I really am. And it seems like on my job, I'm the only one that's really being serious about fighting the coronavirus and taking the precautions. And every chance I get, every time I go to that job, that's the first thing I do is start sanitizing and wiping everything down with that Clorox bleach spray. I'm very serious about this hygiene and trying to fight the coronavirus as best as I can. And it's upsetting to me because I'm the only one that's really taking the initiative to take it seriously. So it seems. And everybody else is like, whatever. But that's the first thing I usually do. Ordinarily, when I get to my job, I get that Clorox bleach spray and my wipes, and I wipe the door handles down. I wipe the chairs down. And I wish I had some Lysol, but It's very hard to find some Lysol nowadays. So I just try to wear two masks. And last night I had my two masks and my shield. And you know that shield, oh, it's so hot wearing that shield, that face shield, the clear face shield. But I said, you know what? I know this is suppressing my respiratory system. Wearing a mask and then to wear two masks and the shield, that's a lot. And my respiratory system is suffering. But I'm just gonna have to go through that because I'd rather just, struggle with my respiratory system being, somewhat semi-restricted instead of, or as opposed to, you know, getting the coronavirus. I don't want no part of that coronavirus, period. And a lot of people, like I said, are not taking it seriously on my job. And I'm not gonna be a part of that group. I'm not gonna be a part of that group because at the end of the day, I am the one responsible for taking care of my health, you know, after God Himself. Yes, God is gonna protect me, but I also have a job to do too in the fight as it relates to that and taking precautions. So we cannot be complacent. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're getting complacent. And we got to remember to stay focused in the moment. And we cannot get distracted and let our guards down because this is serious. This is so serious. And a lot of people are tired of being serious about it and being aware and alert about it. But that's just the way it's going to have to be indefinitely. And it really bothers me when I go into a restaurant like I did last night and see the employees in the restaurant not taking it seriously. The manager, of all people, the manager, who's supposed to be in charge of guiding and directing the other employees, his subordinate, and he is standing his big ass in that restaurant not properly wearing a mask. That really bothered me. That really pissed me off. And I can't stand to see people not properly wearing a mask. Anyway, that defeats the purpose of wearing a mask. You're not supposed to have your nose hanging out. I'm not supposed to see your nose, not even a little bit, not even the bridge of your nose. I should not see no part of your nose. And then he had all of his nose hanging out, and most of his mouth was hanging out. And he's wearing the mask like a beard. That's not how you're supposed to wear the mask. And I started to say something to him, but it looked like, his body language was telling me he does not give a single fuck about anything other than collecting his fucking paycheck. He don't care nothing about the job. He don't care nothing about putting himself or other people at risk as it relates to coronavirus. And he's just there for his check, period. So I would have been wasting my time saying anything to him about that fucking mask. He doesn't care. And he's demonstrating that he doesn't care. Because if he did care, he would have been wearing a mask, right? And, I wouldn't have had to wait in line for a whole fucking hour and 15 minutes. But anyway, I just heard something fall. I don't know what that was in my bathroom, I guess. Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear that? I don't know what it was. But anyway, yeah, I was so pissed off with Popeyes last night. And I don't think I'm gonna go back to that location. And like I said, I'm not gonna just um say that I'm not gonna ever go back to a Popeyes because that's certainly not true. I do like Popeyes, and you know, I guess some locations are better than others, but they really do need to clean up their act and be better and give better customer service. And I don't know what it's gonna take. It almost makes me feel like they're taking a lot of people for granted, like Walmart does. And because they made so much money from the people, they feel like we're gonna come regardless, no matter how disrespectful they are to us. And look at how Walmart does. Have the lines long, and then they have all the cash registers, but they don't even staff most of the cash registers. What sense does it make to have all those cash registers, and then you don't have but one or two lines open, and then we have to stand in the line forever and ever and ever? That really pisses me off, and it makes me feel like they don't even value me. But we continue to patronize them, even though they continue to disrespect us. So, in order to get respect, we have to show them an incentive why we should be respected, right? And we do that by taking the dollars elsewhere. Yeah. But anyway, oh, I guess I'm gonna take my hungry ass to bed. Do y'all get my stomach growling? Oh my God. Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I go to sleep or do I go in the refrigerator? Do I go to sleep or do I go in the refrigerator? I'm gonna have to pray. Ooh, I'm gonna have to pray for strength. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna have to pray for strength. So anyway, how do y'all feel about Popeyes? Have y'all had a similar experience at Popeyes or any other restaurant? How do y'all feel about having to wait a long period of time in the drive-through or inside of the restaurant? Seems like nowadays you can get faster service inside the restaurant, and no longer is it fast food in the drive-through. You used to go through the drive-through just like zip it is out, but now you gotta wait a long time in the drive-through outside, and that's ridiculous. Plus, it's unsafe to sit out there like that, especially in this town where all the criminals are always on the prowl looking for a victim. And I think it's absolutely nonsense to subject us to waiting in the drive-through line for a whole hour. I'm not lying to y'all. I am serious. I'm not exaggerating. I was looking at my phone, the clock on my phone, and I was looking at the time on my vehicle. It was an hour and 15 fucking minutes. That is absurd, right? That is absolutely absurd. But anyway, you know, it just says a lot about a lot of these people and how they feel about us. Okay, let me address somebody that's in the chat. And I understand a lot of these trolls come to my channel because they looking for attention and they say some stupid stuff in the chat in order to trigger me and for me to say certain things for them to do certain things like what they do. So before I block you, Boogie, let me just address this stupid ass shit that you posted in the chat. Junebug Boogie says, don't spend donation on food. Donation money should be used for channel production. Junebug Boogie, you probably have a food stamp card, a EBT card in your motherfucking back pocket. So you are disqualified from telling me anything as it relates to whatever the fuck I do with the money that I get on my fucking channel, especially if you are not donating a motherfucking dime. Okay, I'm so sick of you dusty ragged ass, nothing ass niggles trying to tell me what I should do with my donation, bitch. It's mine for a reason, bitch. It's mine. Last time that I checked, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do with my donation money, okay? And you don't have no say so in it. So why don't you take your regular ass back to your motherfucking channel and mind your own motherfucking business? Why don't you do that, Junebug Boogie? I bet you look just like what your name sounds like, a Junebug Boogie. I can't stand you raggedy dusty broke motherfuckers. Why do you keep coming to my channel with the bullshit? Why do you keep coming here with your raggedy ass? We don't have nothing in common, Junebug Boogie. Why do you keep bringing your broke down raggedy mustard face ass to my motherfucking channel? I don't fuck with your kind, okay? I don't fuck with you motherfuckers. But you keep on coming to my motherfucking channel. And I keep on blocking you bitches. And you keep on bringing your regular ass back with another motherfucking profile name. You stupid motherfuckers. I don't like you. I don't like your kind. I don't like you. Your daddy don't like you. That's why he never claimed your punk ass. But you keep on coming to places where you are not wanted. You unwanted bitch. Why don't you take your regular ass somewhere and just be unwanted and be invisible? Huh? You can do a lot of things to utilize your time. You got a lot of time on your hands because I bet you don't have a fucking job. You could go online and learn a new skill, such as washing your stinking ass. That's an essential thing. Right now, you got a lot of time on your hands during the pandemic to learn a fucking skill. Don't you need to learn a different skill set other than sucking shitty dicks? Of course you do. Utilize this time to better yourself. You don't have to be a loser bitch all your fucking life. Just because you have been a loser bitch most of your life, take this time to turn around, Junebug Boogie. Take this opportunity, seize the moment to better yourself. Just because you was born a piece of shit, that don't mean you got to be a piece of shit during the whole pandemic and beyond. All of these opportunities online where you can learn a new skill. You can learn how to read and write. You dumb motherfuckers don't know how to read and write. Seize the moment, Junebug Boogie. So somebody might see you and see something in you where they might want to donate to you other than the welfare office. Them the only motherfuckers that's donating to you and your bald headed mammy. Those are the only people who find a reason to donate to you. The welfare office. And you got the nerve, the audacity, and the gall to come to my motherfucking channel and tell me what I should do with my donation money. Because your punk ass ain't getting no donation money on your motherfucking dry ass channel. Your channel is dry just like your bald headed mammoth's wig in her pussy. Okay. And you can seize the moment and learn a new skill so you can water your channel and your mammoth's wig. Okay. Don't come to my channel telling me what I should do. I am a very grown ass woman. Okay. And I'm very capable of doing whatever the fuck I want to do with my donation money. And I don't have to get your permission nor your approval to do whatever fuck I want to do with my donation or my paycheck, okay? I don't tell you what to do with your nasty ass mouth as it relates to you sucking these nasty ass dicks. So don't you come over here telling me what to do on my channel as it relates to my donation money. I think this is a public service announcement, not just for Junebug Boogie, but for all of you regular motherfuckers who think just like Junebug Boogie, okay? And I don't want to have to say this more than one time, okay? Thank you, Junebug Boogie. Now, with that being said, let me take this opportunity to take my finger and block Junebug Boogie. Everybody say goodbye to Junebug Boogie. Bye bye, Junebug Boogie. Thank you for coming and good night. Okay, you all, thank you all so much for tuning in to this wonderful live. And we shall have another live later today, possibly. And I'm going to try to go to sleep instead of going in the refrigerator. I'm going to try. Let's pray my strength in the Lord. No chicken formed against me shall prosper. I got to get my sex back because I got to get a fine ass man in 2021. I got my eye on a few of them. And I think they deserve a fine ass woman. Don't a fine ass man deserve a fine ass woman? Of course they do. They go hand in hand. That's what I say. So anyway, you all have a great night. And thank you all for tuning in to this wonderful live stream. I'll let you girl. And just because it would irritate the hell out of Junebug Boogie, if anybody wants to donate to me, you may do so. And I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do with the donation money. My cash app is $Carmen Cobb. Boom. I'll let you girl. Peace.